Well, good morning, my friends. First night in the hostel is complete. About to get some breakfast and head out for the day. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. Alright gang, first thing in the morning, let's do this. The first thing that I want to do today is Castel dell'Ovo, and that opens in a half an hour, and it's a half-hour walk, so let's go. Hi. Oh, I just ate, but that looks so good. Anyway, back to the task at hand here. We're expecting rain again today. Really, my entire trip, we were only expecting rain yesterday and today, so I want to go hit the outdoor thing that I want to do now. It has a really great story, and then most of the other things are museums and stuff like that. Not today, but soon. That's the castle we saw yesterday, Castel Nuovo, but the one we're going to today is Castel dell'Ovo, Castle of the Egg. And yes, the egg does have something to do with the great story here. Just waiting for a break. No boats today, but I do have a boat ride planned. Wonder how the old Joster's doing right now. Not a bad way to spend your day, fishing. At first glance, I looked up and saw that and thought it was a statue to Stalin, but it's not. It says it's to Umberto of Naples. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting close. That's Castel dell'Ovo right there. I'm actually trying to hit the two furthest things away from each other today first. Hit this, then go all the way across town, hit something else before it rains, then just start working my way back as we proceed through the day, because a lot of the things we're going to do today, even though you won't see it on camera, they're like 1 hour, 2 hour tours. It's weird. Most places I go, you can do self-guided tours, almost every country. Here they love for you to do a guided tour. Most everything I've done, or most everything I've walked into yesterday to look into, was always like, oh, the tour already started, or it starts in an hour, or it's already over for the day, so. Oh, that is awesome. Sorry about the street cleaner behind me, he just won't seem to leave, so I've waited a little while. Had to show you guys all the statues on this. I think this will take us down to the walkway. Santa Lucia. Well, they're doing construction, but we are pretty much here. This would have been the guard station, or whatever you would have called it back then. Now, the story to this place is really fascinating because it's the oldest castle in Naples. And the story is that it was built in the 6th century. Now what's crazy to me is that it got its name, Castle of the Egg, by the poet and sorcerer Virgil. Now what Virgil did was, when this was being built, he cast a magical spell, or a magical whatever you call it, on an egg, and the egg was placed into the foundation of this castle. Now his sorcery, or whatever it was that he was trying to do, is he said that if that egg was broken at any point, it would be catastrophic and disastrous for this castle, and the castle would no longer stand. The castle's still here, so that egg must be safe. Now throughout time, since its creation in the 6th century, it's been the royal family palace over times, and now it's just on display for tourists like me to come visit. You can even see they still have 3 cannons going across the top up here. Let's go take a look. And I believe it's actually free to the public. Check this out. Part of the old wall. And then there's a little passage for boats through there. Now, it should be opening like right now. Pretty much timed it out. I get here right when it opened. So cool. You think when they created this castle, they ever thought they'd be across from this? So that's what it would have looked like back then. One thing I love about being here, and it's one thing you have to get used to, is almost every street that you walk down, there's always somebody looking out their window or on their balcony just standing there watching. There's always somebody kind of watching you. That looks like a jail in there. There's actual bars, like jail bars. As I keep walking around, I keep thinking, where's that egg at? Where do you think he put that egg? Let's go down there. Now you're talking romantic scene for a movie, baby. Right here. Wow, it has gotten really windy out here. Really windy. God, tons of rooms. The one bummer to coming here, and I'm glad it's free, a lot of these barriers going over front of the stairs, so you can't really take a lot of the staircases down in. See what I mean? Wow, that's some interesting art. It's a dog. Oh, I just realized she's holding a dog bone. Kinda doubt they got it at Tail Waggers. Oh, I wish we could go down in there. There's a column. Oh, there are the cannons. Sweet. Oh, cock-a-doodle-doo. Four. I was wrong. 4 cannons. Blammo. Looks like there's one more level. Let's take that one. Well, that's kind of cool. They got a map up here. Kind of shows you where the sections of the, or how it's broken up into Napoli over here. I don't think there's much left to see. I think we've seen it all. Let's head out of here and go to the next place. I somehow missed this on the walk up. Found a little side room that we hadn't seen on our way out. Hey, maybe that's where the egg is. Wait, no, they said foundation. That wouldn't be there, would it? All right, looks like it's a 45-minute walk to our next stop, which is the Naples Archaeology Museum. How strategic they have covered up this little cave. Oh, look at that, the bricks in the guard tower are falling out. What's up, guys? How you doing? You're on my vlog. They saw me with the camera, they wanted to be on the vlog. Too bad you can't print your own postcards, man. This would be a heck of a one. Ooh, bragging. Hey, I'll say this, the locals here in Naples have been nothing but kind and nice and nothing bad to say. Look at this behind me. Look at that, it looks like they're doing some work on it and everything, but there's actually a tunnel that goes right inside there. Do you see that? It's like a pyramid almost. So other than the jacket that I recommend, that down jacket, I also recommend a compression shirt that really keeps you warm when it's windy. This is kind of cool. There's a staircase over here. You can see it kind of winds all the way up. I like the way that's laid out. More Santa Lucia. That's a hint for an upcoming vlog. I was wondering what was against the law around here, and I guess we found it. That's how you get a parking ticket. You can still find cigarette machines here. Check that out. Haven't seen those since I was a kid in the bowling alley. I think I want to go in this church real quick. Basilica Sanctuary St. Lucia Amar. Don't want to forget to have gelato while I'm here. We're over here at the Royal Palace. And check this out. If that looks familiar to you, it's because it was modeled after the one in Rome, which we will be seeing here in a few days. Now, like I mentioned yesterday, Italy at different points has been under Spanish control, French control, and so they have statues for all. Carlos V. Not open. Now let's go over here and take a look at the statues over here. My God, it is beautiful though, isn't it? Starts all the way over here and then it just arches around. I get a good look at this one and we'll compare it to the one in Rome here in a few days. I don't know how, but right there in the face he looks just like George Washington, or at least all the statues of George Washington I've ever seen. Look at that metal dome over there. We're heading that way. Now, do you notice here on every single window, the way they made the windows, they made them look like crosses. So the top section is a little bit shorter and smaller than the bottom sections are. Creates that white cross. I'm gonna come take a look at this before we leave. I'm gonna see these lions and everything, but I hate that there's so much graffiti on this stuff. don't mind artistic graffiti. I really don't. But what I do mind is that kind of stuff. Just the odds and end tagging. Time and weather permitting, I'm hoping to get to that again today. The subterranean of Napoli. That right there in front of us is called the Teatro di San Carlo, which is the Napoli Opera House, and they're actually having performances of La Traviata here. Very famous. But I don't think we can go in there because that looks like movie wagons. That looks like they're filming a movie here. You can probably see it up here. I was trying to show you guys the sculptures in there, but they have like this netting over top of it. If it looks weird, that's why. There's like this weird netting for construction they put all over stuff here. Check out the fountain. Nice. This is the San Fernando Church. Look at that sign up there. I love that. That drink sign. It's like a cappuccino. There's a lot of military vehicles in this section of town. I've seen like 4 or 5 of them today already. Let's check out this Galleria Umberto. I read about it online. Pretty interesting type shopping plaza. Especially when like their anchor store here is like a McDonald's. Check that out. I even dig the floor. Oh, bellissimo. I saw these yesterday. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna have one later. Oh, that's Baba. The girl at the hostel yesterday told me to get that at this special bakery, so I'm gonna go there today. Guards with guns everywhere. I walked past this yesterday. Well, I walked past it like a block away, and I was kicking myself for not coming and seeing this windmill, so I'm gonna come see it now since we're passing it. And I'm glad I did, because from where I was walking, you couldn't see the murals that are up the center of that building. I love that. The workmen. Sounds like a plan. One today and one tomorrow, I guess. Interesting. This metal work. Very cool. That's an interesting piece of art. More so when the sun's popping through it. If you look up here at the statue on top of this church, he's got a little dog, a little joster right there. Well, we found the Mexico store. I saw this and I just had to laugh. It's an American pub called Flare Planet, and I have to think, what else would you name it after other than Ric Flair? Woo! I'm kidding, I'm sure that wasn't named after him, although it should be, and it probably is, it better be. That's actually where we're going now. Alright, we should be close, it should be down here. Well, that's definitely it, and there's definitely either a sizable line or a tour waiting to go in. Whew, looks like it's just a tour. Wow, this place is huge! And there's a ton to see, so there's no way you're going to be able to see it all. No way. There are statues everywhere. But I'm going to show you the ones that interest me, starting with this one from 1st century AD. Oh, cool. Now, of course, all of these have a story. Not just where they got them, but each one tells a story. And here's part of a building. Oh, this is beautiful. And you know what's crazy? I forgot to mention when we were at the Castel dell'Ovo. So that was the area that the sirens would have been singing to Odysseus in the Odyssey. This is from 2nd century AD. This was actually part of a fountain. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? These are great. Shows how important dogs have been. I've seen Jaw do that move. Wow, this one really struck me. Look at his eyes. Made out of marble. Look at the eyes. Now, both of these are from early 1st century AD. Specified early. This is a statue or a bust of the young Hercules. Now this is kind of crazy because I was reading the little plaque and it says this is a 4th century recreation of a Greek 2nd century statue. So they were replicating things even back then. Now this is a 1st AD century copy of a 2nd century BC Aphrodite. Now this says that this was actually restored with an Caesar Augustus head. So obviously originally it wouldn't have been Caesar Augustus statue. Now this statue is huge, and this is the Flora Major. Huge. I mean, we're talking, let me show you compared to my hand to her foot. They don't really want you touching it, so I'm trying not to get too close, but it's huge, massive. Now look at this guy. They had to model him after somebody. Look how ripped he is. We're talking Schwarzenegger, pumping iron era. Wow, this is great. I remember actually seeing this when I was a kid in history books. Like, I mean, my school history books. Very cool. Now this one I'm most excited to see, because I read about this online. The story to this is that the father of these two men had cheated on the mother while she was pregnant with them. And that was the mother right there. So when the boys grew up, they exacted their revenge on their father killing him and then attacking his mistress, who is depicted right here beside the puppy. This is actually one of the more popular pieces here at the museum. There you can literally see the story behind this. Well, we've got half a statue here. Now this room, I'm already seeing some Caesars, so this should be fun. There's Brutus. Et tu, Brute? And there's Julius Caesar. When we go to Rome, we're actually going to see where they killed him and where they burned him. Tiberius. Not to be confused with Tiberius Kirk. Well, we're missing half a head here. You see this? It says Portrait of Alexander Severus with idealized body. So let's see what this idealized body is. I'm guessing that means this was not what he had as a body, right? Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. Especially this. Well, all of it, but to be honest, when I was studying all this stuff in school, I never ever thought I would ever make it here to get to see it right in front of my own eyes. They have it closed off, but look at the historical garden. It's full of pieces of ruins and rubble, columns from various places. You can see over here, right over here. They pretty much go all the way around. This is cool. I was starting to wonder, because I was like, how come there's no statues of Caesar Augustus with the wreath? And here's one. That's what I know him for, really. Yeah, I would have been kind of bummed if I came and didn't see an oak wreath around his head. And this is a statue of Mars. Now this whole row is sarcophagus. And they said the interesting thing about this is, if you notice here, they would put the husband and the wife's portrait on them. Different family scenes. Oh, John Juan would love this. John Juan used to have a song called Prometheus Bound. You should look for it. It was, actually I think he did it with his band called The Setups, but he was a big fan of Prometheus, and this is the story of Prometheus. And now we just want to go upstairs. Ferdinando Borbioni, aka Ferdinand the First. Wow. Let's go deep angle lens on this one, right? See what we're missing out on from down here. Look at that. Protecting his family. Let's go see what's in here. Then we're gonna head out of here pretty soon. And this is an old painting of Perseus freeing Andromeda. Right about now, I'm wondering if my grandfather has made it through this video, because he told me one time when he was in Washington, D.C., he walked in the Smithsonian. He goes, I walked in one door and walked right out the other. He goes, I had no interest. That's very cool. Kind of amazing how well it's been preserved, or how good of a job the paint's done from flaking off. Wow, look at the teeth. That must have been a child. Here it shows you where all those pieces would have been worn on a woman. And here's the man. Got his sword right here. Wow. We got dinosaurs here? What is that? Oh, there's the wine horn. Now, this actually shows all the various pieces on a shield. Check out that sword and the ring. The ring right here. Let's look at this statue of Atlas and then we're out of here. I've been here for about 3 hours now. It's a big place, but totally worth it. This was 2nd century AD. This might be the cover of the vlog today. Alright gang, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this museum. The Naples Archaeology Museum. Alright, this place was great. This might be one of the best museums I've ever been in, other than, I would say in Amsterdam. The museum in Amsterdam is pretty cool, the Rijksmuseum. But we're gonna get out of here. There's a couple of other things I want to do today. We're gonna call it a day. Well, I'm glad they warned me that this would be a big chunk of my day coming here today. So I planned ahead. Well, this is probably the best one to end on. Statue of Athena. Well, I had a good time. Well, as quick as the rain started, it stopped right away. You notice those statues with their heads hanging out the holes on either end? Still got their Merry Christmas lights up. I think our pizza place I'm looking for is right over here. Comes on high recommendation. Good thing we're here too, because it's starting to rain again and all these people are starting to cover up all their merch and stuff that they're selling. Well, this is the place that was recommended, Pizzeria dell'Ovo. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. You know it's good when nobody here's speaking English in here. Well, as I'm looking over what I'm gonna get, I think the very first thing on the menu appeals to me. Pizza dell'Ovo. Basically, it just says it's flavors chosen by Attilio. Well, I, honest to God, can't tell you what's on this, but it looks like all of the slices are something different. How cool is that? It's even fogging up my lens right out of the oven. Sweet. Good job, guys. So I actually thought that was like hummus for some reason, or something like it, but it was like a little bubble of dough with cheese underneath it. And then there was one climbing up this hill after eating. Oh. This is certainly a busy street. I mean, we're talking, you know, a weekday. Did you see this? They're remembering Maradona, the soccer player I was telling you about. It's coming down today. That's okay, rain or not, I'm not gonna stop. I got work to do, right? I love just walking up and finding these randomly. There are a lot of places out here. Check out all the stuff they're selling here in this alley. I love that. See the little goat going around? Oh, look at those tambourines. Why is Oliver Hardy here? I mean, why not, I guess? Probably the same reason Stan Laurel's here. And Sophia Loren. Oh, look, there's Fat Elvis right beside Michael Jackson. And then, I don't know why, but they have our president flying an airplane. Those are pretty cool. I was thinking about that Elvis story I mentioned in the live stream one day about Elvis, somebody gifting Elvis a St. Christopher medal. I think I want to get one too. That is hilarious. That monkey with the ice cream sandwich. So check this out. This is from a Sophia Loren movie that was filmed here. Inside there. So that scene right there would have been shot right here. Yeah, that is awesome. I was 100% sure that that's what this was, that this was filmed right here with the cart right here and everything. So I just went and talked to the guy who owns it and I said, do you speak English? He goes, so. I said, was this movie filmed here? And he said, yes, right here. So there you go. How cool is that? But that is not the only Sophia Loren movie that I'll be doing a filming location of on this trip. And so that picture right there would have been taken right here. I wonder what the Egyptian thing is right here in the corner. By the way, all the people that told me not to walk around alone and that I was going to get pickpocketed, I'm not worried at all. Had no problems. Oh my gosh, I don't believe what I see. Oh, we gotta go up here, I gotta show you this. That. I just looked up and saw that. I was like, how long is that guy gonna stand there? And then I realized it's a mannequin. Well, apparently this is the bar that has the shrine to Maradona, so I wanna see it since I'm here. I'm guessing I'm in the right place. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow. That's crazy. They have some of his hair in here. It's pretty cool. And the guy who owns this place is actually in the picture with him right there. Very cool. Alright, we're out of here. Well, time to head back. Head back to the hostel. I'd say we had a pretty good day.